Welcome to another recap of Piggy Day Trade, and this is the fourth video in this series. Now, I forgot to tell you guys why I started this series. This is mostly to get myself to improve as a trader in general, because I like to give a recap of what happened today and some of the trades I made and some of the reasoning behind the trades I made. And this is one way you can improve over time, is to figure out what you did wrong and what you did well and continue to improve upon yourself until you can do this consistently and profitably over time. So this is why I challenged myself to do video, and hopefully this will help me improve. Now let's go over the trades today. Today was a rough day. Not a bad day. I ended up pretty much broke even. There were a couple of stocks that I trade, and I want to go over them. So first it was PayPal. So let's go over what happened. Today's the 11th. So when the market starts, PayPal dropped all the way from 145 to 143. Now I've been watching PayPal for a long time, and I know its pattern really well. So if you look at the daily chart of PayPal, is that PayPal has been making crazy highs right now. It's broken up on out of its resistance. It's now making a new high. So this is uncharted territory right now. So anything could go. It could go even higher. So we don't know. So what I like to trade is I usually trade on the 5-minute charts, and I like to see, the action in the intraday action. I never hold options overnight. So this is only day trade. So what happened with PayPal today? When the market opens, it dropped all the way down to 142.6. And then the next candle, it dropped down even further, right up to the resistance, the support level that I drew a while ago. Actually, let me use this chart here. Let me use Webull. It has all my drawings there. So if you go to PayPal, all right, let's go to 5-minute chart. So this is what happened, right? So today, it dropped all the way to 142.20. That's like near the support. So what did I do? I didn't do anything. I pretty much just watched as it got bought up to this very bullish wick here, this candle. This is very bullish that somebody bought the dip, and it's going up, huge volume. And then the next candlestick is even, wait a second, is this? Whoop, that's the wrong day. So it went all the way down to 142.2. Anyway, it's the same bottom, right? So it got bought up, I guess, the long wick here. And then the next candle, it went up even higher, but it's an inside bar. Here's this looks pretty bearish. It went all the way down. However, it stopped right at this support right here. So this could have been the signal for me to go in, but I was too afraid of this could possibly drop down to here again. But it would be a good trade if I enter it somewhere here and set a stop loss somewhere below here. But I didn't take the trade. I was busy watching other stuff, didn't notice this. So next thing you know, PayPal went all the way, bought up, all the way back up to 145. So this is a huge run up right there, and I missed out on all the profit there. So what happened when it went all the way up? These two candles are really bearish. So as soon as you see these two, you probably should short it and buy a put. But I didn't do it again, and it went all the way down, tried to come back up, and then went all the way down again and hit the support again. And then after that, it's another opportunity to trade because there's so many candles trading in the support level, and then eventually it just trade all the way back up to 145 again. So this, and then at 145, you have another candle, bearish candle at the end of the day, which is a great short opportunity. So I'm just so sad that I didn't take any trades on PayPal because it was such a good trade today. There was so many opportunities to make so much money on this. Anyway, move on to the next one. So why was I losing? Why didn't I pay attention to PayPal? Well, because I was trading JP Morgan Chase. JP Morgan Chase was the other stock I was looking at, which I thought I knew how it should trade, but it seems like I don't really trade it that much, but it seems like it's a really hard stock to trade because the way it moves is just so crazy. The volume, the volume of this thing, it's not so much on intraday, and it trades like so weirdly because you get a giant red candle and then you get a giant green candle. It's like very hard to trade, right? So I'm gonna make a note for myself to not trade JP Morgan Chase intraday anymore because it's just such a weird thing to trade. And I actually ended up losing like 40 bucks on it because I tried to enter somewhere here. It went all the way up. I didn't take profit, and then it dropped all the way back down, hit the support, and broke my stop loss. So I took a loss there, and then it just kept on went up, and then went back down. So I didn't really trade it that much, but I did took a loss on that. Now at this point, I was pretty much down a little bit, and towards the end of the day, I spotted SPY. So this was my best trade of the day, right? So SPY was dropped all the way down in the morning, and then it tried to climb back up, and actually went all the way up to 294, which is an amazing accomplishment in a day. But then you saw this giant red candle here, which is a bearish sign. So you should probably short it right here. If you had shorted, you could have bought back in here for a nice profit, and then it tried to went up again. So when I saw this, right at this point. When I saw this red candle here, I was like, you know what? I should short this because it's trying to break this resistance 4 times now. 1, 2, 3, 4, and it failed. So the next time it's going to reach this, it's probably going to fail again. So I've decided to take a trade to buy a put right here and then set a stop loss somewhere up here. So as you can see, what happened was indeed SPY took a dump. It failed to break out, and then it went all the way back down. So I was very happy with this trade. I bought a put right up here at the very top, and then it started dropping, and then somewhere here I took profit. So that profit covered all my losses today, so I pretty much broke even with this single trade. So what is the lesson today? You should probably learn to identify patterns that you are comfortable with and identify setups that you know works or has high probability of success, and then just keep on trading that, and then try to avoid trading too much or on stocks that just don't move like JP Morgan Chase. So I would say try to stick to your what you do best and then identify your patterns. That'll be my tip, and that'll be the takeaway of today's trade. And yeah, that is it for today's recap, and I hope you guys find this video useful. Don't forget to try out the app at piggyterminal.com, and don't forget to like and subscribe the video. I'll see you guys next time.